Yeah, my background, if we speak about my training, my medical background, but maybe going back a lot further, is that I was raised on a cattle ranch in Northern California and spent a lot of time outdoors. Of course, playing and riding horses and helping my father, but also a lot of outdoor activity with camping and hunting and fishing. So I think from that, in those very formative years, nature was really a very close part of my background, and went on from there. Went to work in Los Angeles, stock brokerage. Firm for a little while. Was very dissatisfied with that. Went on to live in Santa Barbara to do film and photography school at Brooks Institute, and still I got finished and said, now what do I do with all this technical knowledge? What do I have to say to the world? I went through kind of a real crisis, a lot of questions being asked, and finally went into a type of monastery and was there for 7 years, and became a lot more self-aware and a little bit more enlightened about life and what the purpose of life is, and figured out I really felt drawn to helping people, and went to I had a couple of medical doctor friends who encouraged me to go in the direction of natural medicine, and went to a conference in San Francisco on alternative medicine with a lot of old docs, and man, at the second presentation was like my heart chakra just started flowering open, and I knew that this was my calling, and went and did my pre-med at San Francisco State University, then on to the National College of Natural Medicine, and graduated about 31 years ago. Went to Montreal to practice with my wife at that time for 23 years, and that was a lousy environment because of the control and bureaucracy of the medical system there. And my wife right now is just in the throes of the court system, and I'm glad that I left when I did, because I would probably have ended up in the same position as she is right now. So luckily I've been in practice here in Utah for about the last 6 or 7 years, and very, very pleased with the state and the laws and the respect for alternative medicine here. So that's my background. Been in practice 32 years. It's evolved from, just kind of treating the traditional way, using alternative medicine, homeopathy, and supplements and that. But I went through some difficulties in that transition from Quebec to the States, and went through a severe loss of most of what I had at that time, having tried to open an alternative clinic in Mexico. So during that very trying time, it really got me linked into my spirit, my soul, and my practice has evolved to this recognition of this innate wisdom, this innate intelligence, and trying to support that wisdom, which is much wiser than I am or any physician, collective physicians. That wisdom knows so much more. All we are doing in research and medicine is trying to understand the wisdom and all the mechanisms, all the systems, the enzymes, et cetera, is such a miraculous creation that we are. And all we're doing in research is trying to understand it. As long as we don't try to control it through various engineering, et cetera, and recognize this wisdom and support it and know that it has the knowledge, the instincts, the intuition, the wisdom to sustain health. And we just have to learn how to listen and to support that. And I guess it was a long-winded little discussion on my background, but I hope that helps.